when they got in, they was contracted in. So when these contracts, that's just like with the college people. Folk been they done went inside these contracts, got these little groups, and now all they little groups got to do what they got to do, and all this, you're hazing. They got to do what they got to do. You got to keep everything in rotation. Didn't y'all go look at the Left Behind series, man? Same thing was going on back then, and I don't know how long ago that was when Left Behind was. I was a shouty. I was a shouty. And so the same thing going on, same thing. That's why I need to step. We're not refuting the deity of the Christ. We're not refuting the deity and the sovereignty of my Jesus. Ooh, we not, because that's my baby. That's the love of my soul, man. That's my everything. You understand? And you better not play with them. But anyway. But this thing has been in rotation from generation to generation. Literally, from generation to generation. And from nation to nation. Don't you see the nations is doing what the nations do? Matthew 24. And there will be wars, and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. This, pestilence, and all of that. I put out, man, listen. This stuff is in rotation. And here's the thing. What I put out a post on one of my pages. I think it was the one I changed to Divine Unstoppable. But so Nikolai Carpatho, who is, I can't say who he is, but y'all go figure it out in a minute. Woo! Nikolai Carpatho, Nikolai Carpatho's in China and them and all of them, and then all of them, the China factory and all of them people, they showing their head, So, in that, when the little clip I posted, where they had a lab. And they done went back to the lab, and they about to try, cause see the election coming up. So they gonna have to, try to, another distraction, even though they got folk distracted by all the stuff they got them distracted by, But, they in the lab and, this clip. Go look at it on one of my pages. They in the lab. And so the president goes, because he trying to figure this out. He like, something ain't right in the tea, something going's wrong. So he trying to figure it out. He trying to do right, and right is wrong, He trying to right is wrong. So he goes, he connects with this queen, and this queen, bad queen, about that life for real. She, yeah. Anyway, they go to find a lab. So they find a lab, and they in there, and folk all got masks on and suited up and booted up, got their N30, whatever that hazardous waste uniform on. Because, they can't breathe what they about to give you. Ooh, Samandura Sakaya. That's why they in wherever they at. So, they in this lab, and ain't nothing in this lab except the concoction that they concocting, okay, and Bibles. And they infusing whatever this concoction is in the Bibles. And then, they connect with the willing to do workers that's working through the church, the ones that, like that pastor on there said he didn't really believe. So he just, he didn't believe what he was preaching. So he was like, well, they want to give me these Bibles, and I need these Bibles because I need these members. So I'm going to go ahead and take these Bibles. I'm going to go slung them out. But some of the believers had belief. Real Jesus. They wasn't faking like he was faking. So they made it in the rapture. But, he was still here and wondering why he was still here, knowing that why he was still here, because he really didn't believe in him, the Christ. He just, wanted to, houses, cars, land, and a man and a woman. And you know how they do it, some folks. Anyway, he just wanted the resources. He didn't really care if the people was free, even though the people was more freer than he was, because they made it in the rapture and he didn't, okay? Okay, so the Bibles. And then, they didn't put stuff in, they didn't change the wording in the Bibles. They got this kind of Bible, that kind of, but the Bible, the Bible been lost in translation since it's been lost in translation. And even though some versions, I like the way they word it because they word it like I word it, But some of them, they it's a little leaven that leaven the whole lump, right? So if you mixing scriptures with scripture, intertwining things, make it right, wrong, and wrong, right, then, you got a recipe for disaster. But anyway, so these chemicals was induced into these Bibles and distributed. Okay, fast forward. Let's go backwards. I'm sorry. Let's go in reverse. Let's go in reverse. Jamie Foxx. What was that movie he said? They cloned Tyrone. Okay, they got fried chicken. They put it in the fried chicken. That's why you ain't got that many churches around these streets, huh? Church's chicken ain't that many. Got one, a couple of them, but ain't that many. Church's chicken was really good too. Anyway, they put it in the chicken. They put it in the little vials that you have, the Eucharist. And I remember when I was a shorty, I used to help my auntie with, how I used to watch her, because people that weren't consecrated weren't supposed to touch the Eucharist. These days, they got just anybody touching the Eucharist, just slunging out all kind of demons into the doggone cups, the pre-made cups. But I used to have my aunt watch her, a sister, like, whatever. When I was a little girl, they would pour the grape juice into the little vials. We ain't had this pre-made stuff today. You don't know what they done pre-made into it. But, ain't nobody, hey, darling, ain't nobody refuting the Eucharist. We just saying that some of it could be contaminated. I'm just saying. And clearly, something is kind of contaminated because y'all got stuff going on that shouldn't be going on. And been going on and then going on wrong. But I ain't got no heaven and hell to put nobody in, so that ain't my business. I'm just talking, sugar. I'm just talking. Okay. So all of that. So Nikolai Karpathos in Left Behind, it's showing his ugly face. That's all I come to tell y'all. Nikolai out here in these streets, he's showing his face slowly but surely, and if you don't know, if you don't know Jesus and the pardon of your sins, baby, the real Jesus. I'm not talking about this fictitious Jesus that's been on folks' mantles since he been on folks' mantles. Because that wasn't never our Jesus. And this ain't a white-black issue. It's the spirit. The letter killeth, but the spirit is what giveth life. And that's why the adversary, Nikolai Karpathos, and, y'all president people who trying to make Christianity illegal, them dirty dogs, the blood of Jesus. But this who y'all wanted in office, remember? This who y'all wanted, this who y'all chose. I'm just saying. Christians, black people, sororities, them, y'all, the fraternities, all y'all, the fallen stars, all y'all that's in alignment with them, and think, I don't understand that. How can you be in alignment with something that is antichrist? Everything about them people is antichrist. If you go do the whole research, just 44 and 46, and 46 been in flipping politics since he was 2. Okay? 46 raised 44. Okay? We ain't finna go all deep and all of that. And 44 is the one who got the black folks intertwined in the Purple Rain. Through the acronyms, the sororities and stuff. All of this, man, listen, this rabbit hole is deep as hell. And if you don't know Jesus and the part of your sins, you're going to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out here in these streets. Believing all the lies, and rumors of lies. And lost if and when Jesus do crack the sky, he coming when he coming. But when he come, you want to be ready when he come. You don't know when he gonna pluck you. He might pluck you before he be up there. You know? So you want to live right and righteous now, because, you know, no man knows day out. When folk be out here in these streets lying and, Lord have mercy. You got some evil people in the world. Just evil for no flipping reason. Then I'm a little, different. I move kind of different. I ain't, your average girl. I ain't, no, what? Because see, y'all, since we on the average girl, y'all got life and BS all blocked up. Okay? Y'all with all this flipping faulty relationship advice and, your relationship prophets, your relationship, man, listen. A lot of times folk be projecting what they going through onto you, and you just intertwined in it and just eating it up. Just eating it up. Good morning. Like it's just, a thing. And that, like it's okay. And, Jesus is the thing of the past. Like they trying to make him. Jesus a thing of the past. And they couldn't see the little stuck 'em up stuff. Y'all, I'm praying for all y'all that took that. I really am. I'm really praying for y'all. Y'all can't understand. Y'all can't see when you go outside. Talking about this weather now. There's something going on with the ass thick. It's hard to I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. But they done put the stuff in the atmosphere, man. Then I see where they flipping. Oh, God. Let's talk about this 95 bill. You niggas 95 billion? For what? The black farmers, okay, been in wanting since they, since heck was a pup. The veterans, y'all, Lord have mercy. Y'all give them a couple of little places to hang out and, have parties, but they got to pay dues for that, right? All this stuff is just a mess. But y'all gonna send 95 bill over there and over there and over there and everywhere. And, where you get the 95 bill from in the first place? Look like tax money to me. Look like money that, from the black folks, okay, or folks, period, but I'm just saying. Y'all taking the taxpayer money and giving it to them and all of them. But American people is like, what? The homeless people is like, what? Yet, the asylum seekers, the people that have invaded our country, that we've been paying taxes to, for as long as we've been paying taxes, they get the red carpet. They coming over here bossing, man. able to go get businesses and do this and do that and do this and do that. That's okay. That's okay. Devil is a lie. The devil is a liar. For real. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious. I was thinking about, I think y'all had a drink called Devil is a Lie. I don't know. I don't remember. I think though. But anyway. Y'all. America. America. Sweet America. We ought to make God thy goal required. We ought to make God the goal required. These niggas is trying to oust the whole epitome of God out of creation. Because they didn't, got electric cars and, Eurolinks and Folk Dome and, all of that. Recreating people, cloning Tyrone and cloning everybody. And I don't know if that's Biden or if that's Trump. We don't know. Even though I like Trump. Trump be trumping on them fools. And explain to me, now, all the stuff 44 done done. Ooh, Lord have mercy, all the stuff he involved in. Along with the do-dirties. 44, 46. 44, you're dealing with all the stuff. Both of them dealing with all the stuff over there. And then went on to Britain and went and visited, Nikolai Karpathos and think folks stupid. And, we just like, okay. And they gonna ban Christianity. And then see them 501c3s, y'all. I don't know. The only reason they might not come for y'all is because I'm talking. But all y'all with the 501c3s that couldn't tell the truth in the first flipping place, because you had the 501c3s. If you wouldn't have had the 501c3s, you wouldn't have been contracted to lie to the people and tell them that to keep on celebrating Easter and resurrected Christmas trees. Ooh, Lord have mercy. And then they done gave the Passover to the Alphabet Soup Committee. How the hell you do that? Now I know they got all kind of days within days and stuff going on. Hey, baby. All right, how are you?
I'm going to work.
All right, darling. All of that. How you do that? Give the most holy day to the... Oh, because that's what y'all do. Y'all some dirty dogs. Disgusting. I'm trying to make it make sense. I ain't heard not one Christian people talking about the fact that they done, slung off the the holy day to them people. But everything holy is is illegal in their eyes. I don't know. I'm just saying. Holiness without no man to see God. So I'm trying to understand how this go. And how you gonna stay kingdomatized if they trying to, weaponize the kingdom and illegalize after they done did a mass genocide on every dome, every creation, mass genocide. Do y'all remember the Guy Stones, man? Remember the Guy Stones? Y'all need to go check out the Guy Stones and the encryption on the Guy Stones and who had the Guy Stones made, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. And it's a shame that folk lived in Georgia as long as they lived in Georgia and they never understood what that meant. Or they understood what it meant, but they decided to, hush Like that Hirsch money that they lying about with got all that foolishness going on with T-Rump now. Hirsch. You better not say what that really mean. Babies, the Guidestones, the Georgia Guidestones that they had blown up when we told y'all what was on the Guidestones without even going to the Guidestones. Okay? That they had the, already, they had them blown up because the people figured out that their recipe for disaster. And in their recipe for disaster is you got to have a certain amount of, you can only have a certain amount of people in the world. And if you get over this certain amount of people, then you got to have a pandemic and take the people out, okay? And vaccinate and boost their body and have them all jacked up, but discombobulated and sick, when all that was just a cold, okay? And the fact that folk was leaving here was because of fear. It wasn't because of the dis-ease. And some of them decided, hell, I don't even want to be here for the tribulation. I don't want to be here for all that foolishness. Just go on, Lord, take me home. Some folk think like that. Some folk was thinking like that. Some folk, got their wish. Because they didn't want to have to be here for this foolishness that we got going on right now. Good morning. And so it's a whole lot going on that shouldn't be going on. And it's unfortunate, It's unfortunate. And it's time for us to wake the hell up. These niggas that done said they trying to Christianity illegal. That means so instead of poisoning the Bibles, they just gonna make it as illegal. Illegal. And then if you go look at Left Behind, you understand that Satan, poor baby. All the adversary want is folks to give him the credence that belong to God. All that fool want is for folk to not reverence God, but reverence him and make him the, bigger than God and make his actions, bigger than God and make all the foolishness that he think he doing, greater than that which God is doing. And, that's not going to happen. Because if you look at all of the Left Behind series, you look and when I like that last one. No, I like that last one. Because you can't kill Satan. That nigga been here since generations. That nigga been here since he a fallen angel. He got the Nephilim. He all of them his churn. He a fallen angel, so they can't die. You really literally can't kill them. You could starve the spirit, but you can't kill them. They, only way to thwart or take away their power is to not give them your energy. Like that BLM energy that was so strong out here in these streets. That BLM energy that had black folks out here in these streets, intertwined in the purple rain, unknowingly, skipping with the Skittles in the name of blackness. But they ain't know and understand that. And then them people finally came out and all the stuff that came out. I wonder if they paid y'all back. Nope. Did anybody get any of their donations back? I don't think so. Akhenaten them got some of that, I promise you. And all they little groups of affiliations, y'all. The only way to thwart the activities of Satan and the evil in them, and them, is to love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. To live this thing, to be the change. To give them back all of what you got from them, man. Because all y'all got a whole lot of accolades and a whole lot of stuff from them people, and stuff that y'all cost y'all more than you wanted to pay. It kept you longer than you wanted to stay. And all of that. Hello. How you doing? Good morning. I like your setup up there. Cost you kept you longer than you wanted to stay, cost you more than you wanted to pay. Whew. And now they want their payback. That's why all that's going on like it's going on over there and everywhere. That's why the falling stars falling. And they gotta have, a lot of them had deadlines, man. They had, contracts to keep. And then, when the contract ends, they end their little career. They defame them. R. Kelly, okay. The Wallace, which, I don't understand that. Anyway, defame them and, make them try to make their names, taint their names. And, so, in order to, like they do in Trump, and the more they try to defame him, the greater he get. I ain't talking about that though. But that's what they do to the fallen stars. And especially the black ones. If they don't obey, stuff be going on. And that's unfortunate. And, God is like, I'm tired of this foolishness. He like, you know what? They done went a little bit too far. Like, enough is enough. Okay? Like, we ain't got time to be going around this hamster wheel over and over and over and over and over and over again. We ain't got time to keep tiptoeing through the Toodles and skipping with the Skittles. Time is to wake up and see this thing like it sure enough is. Come out from among them and be separated, says the Lord, and don't touch the unclean thing no more. Don't go back that way, man. Whew. You see, that's why I ain't ever wanted to, I already know I'm a celebrity. I know who I am. I know all y'all know who I am. I know all y'all know where I come from. And all y'all wondering why I ain't, I act like I'm not proud of where I come from, but I'm proud of where I come from. I ain't finna broadcast where I come from like y'all, because what I do is totally against what, the status quo. So to protect my people, I just don't even, that ain't your business. It's like now y'all finding out a lot of the stars and the stars is connected and kin. A lot of them connected and kin, and it's like, okay, so what do you do with that? Like, how they kin? Whole lot of folk is connected and kin and got in this thing because they was connected to that doggone the Purple Rain, to Akhenaten them, and they got in that thing because they was connected to Akhenaten them and Nimrod and them and them fallen stars and them foolish Tower of Babel people and X and them and all of them. And in that, they left the world behind. And because they left the world behind, y'all need to go back and look at the movie, the sequel, the series of Left Behind to see what really happened and what's really happening so that we can stop reliving history. Because as long as we keep engaging and partaking and sipping on the scissor of the systems, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. And that's unfortunate. And here's the thing. Y'all president told y'all where the power lies. He did. He told y'all where the power lies, but you all, that he said that the power lies in y'all, you got to check your power level, baby, your power gauge, and what your power is built on, the true foundation of what it's built on. Because if it's built on everything antichrist, and you say that you are of God, then that's questionable. So think about, since he said that it's wrapped up in y'all, then you got the power to change what they done. The choice is yours. Who will you serve? So that, and I ain't really about too much trouble. I'm just, I'm just trying to figure out how we fix this. Oh no, I know how to fix it. I'm trying to figure out how bad you want to fix it. Because if the power lies in y'all, then you got the power to fix it. You got the power to fix what you broke, voluntarily or involuntarily. And if you got the power to fix it, fix it. And if you don't, then sit down and let the ones that won't fix it, fix it. Because what's appalling to me is that, well, y'all president said that the power lies, all y'all black. And all y'all came up through HBCUs and crews and them, along with Akanak and them. You went to school with Akanak and them, and Nimrod and them, and them Nimrods. They turned y'all into demos, and y'all demon aristocrats, and Decepticons, decepting the world, Decepticon and deceiving the world, and then deceived your own people. And if the power lies there, then y'all need to fix it. If you even want to fix. I don't think y'all want to fix. I think y'all like sitting playing up there with Akanak and them. And Nimrod and them. And Nikolai Carpathios and all of them. See, what blessed me in that Left Behind series when the president, Lou Gossett, him, when the president figured out what had happened, unfortunately, he became a martyr. But now, the crazy thing about this to me is, you went and shot the man point blank right up on him, unloaded a gun up in him, dumped him, and the bullets that you shot at him went to his security guard, who was a black bro, who was, compromised and had killed a white man that was really trying to be on the president's side. See all of that, they use black people for they use y'all. They got all black faces all across America, blocking up the people, and then taking the money and doing whatever they doing with it. The money that's allocated to each community, each quarter, blocking up the money. All your people paid. All your people paid. But the community is still in want. Then you put expensive flipping. Lord have mercy. I'm not gonna go there because I'm just here to encourage y'all. Listen. Whew. The only way to defeat Satan. Oh, let me go back. The president dude shot the man point blank and he didn't die. Everybody that was in the building died except, Nikolai Karpathos. That one everybody going to visit now. Over there. He just reappeared. Just went, dusted himself off and came out the flames. But the president had made himself a martyr and blew up the whole building, thinking he was going to kill Satan, knowing that he wasn't going to kill Satan, but he was tired. He became a martyr for the people. And then, that. But that's an entail that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay? But principalities, powers, wicked rulers in high places, principalities, powers, wicked rulers in high places, principalities, powers, wicked rulers in high places, principalities, powers, wicked rulers in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Oh God. So, with that being said, Akhenaten, all them Nimrods that's working with Akhenaten, all them Nimrods that's working in governmental places, in governmental spaces, especially the ones that's melanated. We can't be mad at them. Well, we can be mad at them. We can't hate them because they're doing a job. But the key was when they got into the position, originally, they were supposed to be going to make a difference and to bring change in the communities. They were supposed to, when they got in there, that was the opposition. I mean, that was their objective. But, people do some strange things for a piece of change. So, the money got gooder and gooder, as the years go by. And then, you got to remember, they was in these colleges and these HBCU crews and all of that. That's why they got all them HBCU crews and all them crews and all them colleges and schools out here protesting, trying to keep y'all distracted. Back to what I was talking about. So, the money looking good, so they like, oh man, I need some more. And they started doing this and that and this and that and take care of this and that and take care of this and that. And, it was opportunities were presented to them. And with these opportunities, well, if you're a believer, you can't worship Jesus. You better not say nothing about Jesus. You better not tell them, okay, what you do, but you better not say nothing about Jesus. We ain't here to rep Jesus. We here to rep Ra. And, all of that. And all of that. And that's questionable in itself. Because well, Jesus, Yahweh, Ra, that don't mix. Going back to the movie Joseph, or the story about Joseph, or what happened with Joseph in the Bible. The Pharaoh, when you know, him and all of them and what's his name? Potiphar and all of them worship Ra. And when Joseph and them was like, yo, we only serve one God, you know, they was like, you only got one God, and you know, your mind is limited, and your world is limited if you only got one God. But they had to come to Joseph for whatever they had to come to Joseph for, because Joseph was the key. That's gonna go over somebody's head. But Joseph being the key, they had to go to Joseph. They had to find Joseph, search him out. But the kings was like, you know, well, your God did this and your God did that, and we gonna go ahead and, you know, honor you for your God. And we gonna go and put our little people, gods on the side, and we gonna watch your God do what he do. And he did that. And God honored Joseph. Everything he touched, even though he was working for Akhenaten and Ra and them. See, that's the difference between Joseph and the people like Joseph. And the ones that was bought into this thing, contracted into this thing through the sororities and fraternities and all this. The difference between us and them is because we in it to win it for Jesus. We ain't trying to make a dollar holler. We care less about that. But I got to go. You tune in, Lady D. That's you seek. I'ma holler at y'all when I holler at y'all.